she come like she too good. Like they be treating my girl like she too, but she the only one got married and kept her husband for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay, so she has to be the only one that's good. She has to be. She got to be the only one that, because it's what they have been taught. If you take four brothers and they all get to the NBA or they all excel in sports, they were taught the correct way. They were. So you get something from that bloodline. Rothstein bloodline is a go. Any of his cousins is a fucking go. Rothstein, let's go. Any
yeah,
of your
because
cousins,
they all
nieces,
married.
what?
The younger women in that generation, they gonna be like, well, my mama and all my aunties married, so I gotta move like that. You know what I'm saying? It's influence.
There you go. And look,
Most
it's right. It's right.
most hoes breed more hoes.
And then you gotta think
Absolutely.
if the nigga that they married is always happy coming around smiling,
Yeah,
oh, you got him
I knew a
fucked
girl
up.
that sold pussy, and she told me my mama showed me. My mama taught me how to sell pussy. So your mama taught you that?
And her mama taught her.
And that's what she's on the faux verb. I'm not
Yeah.
lying. That's what she said, bro.
Yeah, like and look, most of the time, bro, we are dealing with our mamas, our girls' mamas. That's what we dealing with. Where do you think the little girl downloads her information from? Her mama. She don't download that from her daddy. She clones everything her mama does. If the more she watch her mama, the more she's gonna turn directly into her to how she brush her hair. Like over time, she's gonna start adding in her own moves and shit. But she's going to be her mama. Her mama is exactly who the fuck. If you look at your girl, look at her mama. Whoever her mama is, that's what your highest probability is of you having. Because she learned from her. She learned every detail about being a woman from her mama. In most cases, it's very few times where the daughter is nothing like her mama. It's very few times. Very. In most cases, they're replicas, and the mama wants to make the mama's dirty moves and her deception. She teaches it to her daughter. Her daughter does it to her nigga, and then she teaches it to her daughter. This is how we operate. Burn him at all times. Lie, do what you want. Bring lie. That it's not your girl's fault, bro. In most cases, it's your mama. Look at the mama, man. If the mama is not married and taken care of, do y'all not understand? The girl you picked couldn't be wrong. The mama, her
No, you
guidance,
gotta
her
look at their relationship with their mamas though, because most girls be like into it with their mamas. If I see that, like you and
because
your
they're the
mama don't got a
same.
good relationship, then
They're the
that
same.
give me a like that's a red flag for me. Like, damn, how's her
They're the
relationship with her
same.
mom?
They're the same. If she was different, they wouldn't bump heads.
Because
They
like
bump heads because they're the same.
me and my mama locked in. I done had females be jealous, like you and your mom. Like I'm like this, what? Like you gotta go. Like my OG, like this my nigga, like that's my mama. And me and my mama cool. We been my mama had me when she was 16. I grew up with her. You feel me? So like I don't be like I don't like that
But
shit.
but but does your little sister talk like your mama? Does your little sister act like her? Yes, she does. She has the same
Oh yeah,
appearance.
my little sister, yeah, they
Yeah.
but my little sister got the benefit of having a good big brother, and her dad is like very prominent in her life. So like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so she
not.
got some more features, but she still got her mama's features.
You know, she a little Nika for sure.
Yeah, yeah, she gonna set her settings to her mama's. The way her mama bat her eyes, the way her mama sit up, the way her mama, she's gonna set that just like that. That's why once I learned, I can just skip the middleman and look at the bitch's mama. Let me go see your mama. When I meet your mama, when I gauge her, I can tell this is what I probably had. Something along these lines. How does her mama act? Does her mama got a man? No. What does her mama do? Her mama pretends that she ain't never did nothing wrong and needs that. That's what you got right here. So then you can do it faster, throw it out the way. Because the same thing with dog breeding. You take two dogs, they're gonna say, "Let me see the mom and daddy." That's exactly what they're gonna do. Let me see the mom and daddy. That's how you can determine it. Let me see the mom and daddy, what they look like, because that's what she's gonna turn to. Most boys don't really always turn into their fathers. They gotta admire him. They gotta have no distractions. They gotta like. It's a lot. Sometimes genetics will just take over, but in most cases, the boy got a choice because he's a thinker. He can make his own decisions. That girl is gonna follow her mother. The way she makes her food is like her mother. They're constantly making their mother over and over again. So if you got an evil ass baby mama, I can just think back and imagine the last 16 models of that version of girl because they keep teaching the same girl the same thing. So you got to go back 16 chapters and imagine how evil that one was because they all showing them the same move. They all teaching them that lying is okay. They all teaching them that if you do wrong, we gonna stand with you. They're teaching them that. They're not teaching them, hey, look, this how you break it. The most of the time, men try to break the cycle because we thinking, break this shit. That's why if I want to do two wives or break this shit because this fails any other way, break it. If I'm not scoring going right, let's try going left. That don't mean I'm not scoring. It's okay if going right, something ain't clicking. Let's go left. Oh, this might be smoother. Okay, I'm seeing it go in. Okay, here it is. Oh, that's a point. I can see that. Now I'm scoring. Oh, I get it now. Doesn't make sense. We live our lives believing whatever the fuck somebody tell you to believe. It's dog breed, man. Where? Let me see the mama. How does the mama act? Does anybody love her mama? Does her mama still go to work? It's
Hey, that's why they was saying back in the days it was fucked up. Like in England, they was arranging marriages and shit. We gonna make sure
what's
this
up?
bloodline sound pure.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? What do you? What's up? Everybody here, say hi to podcast, bay. Hey,
Hello,
listen. Hey, listen.
everybody.
Listen. So
How you
I know
doing?
you
What's
listening.
going
I know
on?
you. I know you
What's
listening
the
to the
word? What's the
gospel that
word?
you don't agree with.
I feel like you guys need like a female's perspective, and
What's
while I
it?
do, I feel like you guys are correct when it pertains to looking at like the family members and the mothers, as far as how the children would be, but we got to take in consideration those. Like I feel like we're a new generation. This is the generation of breaking generational curses. So we have to
Yeah,
look at that as well.
but we not talking about the exceptions. We mostly talking about the rules. So we know it's some exceptions in the. We know it's some exceptions in the game. Like it's some women who ain't nothing like they mothers. If they mothers and they just looked at that and turned their life around. Yeah, but most of the time we talking about
The
the
majority.
85%, the
Yes, the
majority. We
majority.
not talking about those anomalies of women who are phenomenal. But it's just some of them. Most of them are not phenomenal. And most men ain't what they supposed to be. So we ain't just beating up on the women. Maybe Verb is, but I'm not.
No, I felt like it was fair both ways. I can honestly say, not to give out like my whole life's bio, but I was one of the ones that broke the generational curse. My mom, she was a product of the '90s. You guys pretty much know what that means.
So she was at Freaknik.
No, 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 no. It was like the drug
Oh.
era. No, it was the drug era. Um, which I did not partake in. No, while she was not a hoe, I just, especially after having kids, and my mom was married. Um, I just decided that I wanted something different. So I do believe in people being able to change. However, it's a large majority that doesn't change, and that's why women become, if their mom was a hoe, grandma was a hoe, they turn into that because they don't know how to break the chains of, those generational curses. So it's kind of like on a individual base to base circumstance instead of just it being a whole of the mama a hoe, the grandma a hoe, so the daughter gonna be a hoe.
Okay, so all right, let me ask you a question. Is your mama married?
Yes,
Okay. Have you been married?
I have. No, I'm not married.
All
Working
right,
on it,
okay.
working on it, but not
Now
married.
look what you said. Look what you said. I'm
Mhm.
working on it. Why do you think you're working on it?
Because it was instilled in me,
There you go.
that marriage is important.
Ding, ding. It was instilled in you to get to do that. It was downloaded in you. She was programmed to say, I'm gonna go find me a husband. So somewhere down the line, you still are your mama because you're still watching her. And she taught you to say, hey, we get a husband here. Fuck all that dumbass shit. That's what she taught you. That's why you're working on it. Like when a girl can come in here and say boldly, I'm working on it. She don't give a fuck about no Cardi B or none. She telling you, hey, look, I'm working on getting me a husband. I'm not living like this. Fuck no. It means your mama showed it to you.
Do
It
you
kind of
think
makes
that do you think it's a generational thing? Like I feel like it's not really being preached these days for a woman to get married. I know you guys see like all of the trending topics. Oh, my man got to make this much, and I'm, the independent woman generation. Do you think it just varies, and do you feel like we're getting away from like creating a family and just everybody being for themselves? Is that the
time is.
problem?
I think time is speeding up anyway though, and I'll let everybody answer that too. I think time is speeding up faster. Everything is more microwave anyway. So like only people I think that's really down with keeping people, they got to be like 80s kind of babies, like 80s top of 90. Other than that, I think that generation behind it, they have a whole different set of like standards. Rito, what you think? I can't hear you. Well, that's what I
Yeah,
think.
can you hear
I
me?
think, yeah, yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, hear you.
I heard him and then he went back on mute.
I don't know. Well, that's what I think. If you asking me, I think it's more the time is sped up, and I think the vibration wants you to like not have a person too long now. They don't really want you to have a person too long. Because the music now says get away from your man. The music then said keep him. You know what I'm saying? So if you that's what you're hearing, the music is telling the music is programming the mind. So the girls listening, they're chanting this shit all day long. So they don't want a man. It's locked in their head. Same way 20 years ago, Lauryn Hill was singing shit like nothing even matters and girl, don't open your legs to these niggas and be doing that time is over with though. So I'm gonna say 80s top of 90. Anything after that, she a hoe. You gotta hit her immediately and like, you know
Now
what I
it's
mean?
let him fuck if he got the bag.
Prostitutes. They made prostitutes all over the world. So now every
Don't give
girl
a
is
fuck
a
about a
prostitute.
nigga.
Yep.
It's,
Fuck him. We gonna go outside and scream and pop our butts and then wonder why don't nobody want us in the
I'm
morning.
fucking his friend if he make me mad.
Man, please, please.
They
But
think
see
that's the
now,
win. They don't know them niggas shaking up. Like, ha, you fuck that bitch too?
yeah,
I
like the
got in
niggas
kind of
don't
late,
care about
Verb,
that.
but
Yeah.
what you were saying was true though. Like what you see is like what you grow up around. Like
Mm.
I'm what Briz said. How many did you say, Briz? You had like
All of them. He
all
said
of them.
all of them
I
six.
got 14, all of them, aunties and
14.
uncles.
Well, no, see,
14 for
shit,
14, and my grandma was
shit,
married. And then
shit.
like my cousins, like my age, or the ones that's a little bit older than me, they all married too.
Look.
That's
14
fire.
for 14. Man,
14 for
look, y'all
14.
bloodline is a goal too.
Yeah,
That's a
your
goal.
grandparents did an amazing job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking like that though for the long run. Like, man, make this shit solid this way. Cause look, when you break everything up, you just bring broken houses, evil, argument, all this type of shit. You bring all that shit together, then it ain't no smoke. Then you ain't got no spiteful kid who mama done told him, oh, he like you more and all that bitch ass shit. Everybody right here winning, right? Okay, keep it this way. The fuck is we 14 for 14 is unheard of.
Yeah. It was like crazy. Everybody was thinking like my my grandma was with a bunch of other dudes, but it was just one light skinned nigga. That's all it was.
And he
Nigga
never left,
name
huh? He never left, huh?
Nah, never left.
See, okay, so what that means is the girls in y'all family have been groomed to keep a nigga blind.
Yeah.
Keep
And
him blind, yes.
my mom been married to my pops for what, like 43
Oh
years now.
man, please. Oh my God. Your mom and daddy been older than our lives. Man, y'all crazy as hell. Man, that's perfect. That's that
Yeah.
when you hear that, man, how can you ever they don't miss.
All
They
right,
did not miss
so
one shot.
are you married? Are you getting married? Are you working on it?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I was married before.
So there you go. They all won.
Yeah, like and it ain't just like the marriage, just like things you do in life. Like I gravitated towards like my one of my older cousins and my uncle. My uncle could have been drafted in the NFL and all that shit, and I like followed his footsteps. Football coach, and I did the same thing he did. I was trying to be like him.
Mm.
I
Now
have
why did you okay, go ahead. Now go ahead, mom, go
No,
ahead.
I have another question for you guys. How important is it the fathers and male figures as far as how a woman determines how her life should be? Because we all know that people say fathers stay in your daughter's lives? Like, is it like the male influence as well being a
You
reason
can't you
why a
can't
lot of
win. Not to cut you out. You can't win with the kid if the mama ain't in line. Regardless, if the mama is not in line with what you say, regardless, that kid is done. That's the fucked up part about it. We will do things based on if it adds up. But if the mama and daddy are not in line, kid is growing up broken, regardless,
Yeah,
based
male
on her.
influence is important, like very important. Like even
Very.
with my little sister, like I noticed that she don't do certain shit. Even if whatever she doing, like she, pardon me, somebody called me. When she grown, she ain't gonna move a certain way because she got brothers, she got men in her life. Like she ain't gonna just be reckless and shit. She gonna move a certain way, and you know what I'm saying. Whatever she doing private is her business, but she gonna keep that private. She ain't gonna be doing certain shit. So male influence just, and you teach women. A lot of women ain't never lived with no man or nothing, so they don't know how to act.
nah, that's true. And I can say for me, um, again, not to get too personal, my dad was he wasn't in my life as much. However, my mom had nothing but uncles. She had nothing but brothers. So like my uncles were able to put me on game, and they expected me and my sister to behave a certain way and kind of instill that in us. So even with my dad not being available like he should have, there was still some type of male influence. And it was, when a man tell you something, believe it. As far as if he's saying he doesn't want a relationship, believe him. Don't try to change him because you can't. That's what he wants, and you're not going to be able to change it. Just little small little tidbits like that.
It depends on how he tell you. Because sometimes you can persuade them though. You can because y'all have an ability. If
Nah, they
you
can
if
trick. They can trick us, bro. It's not
Yeah,
persuade. It's
yeah,
trick
yeah.
us.
Well, they can influence us. I'm gonna give you that. They can influence our behavior if she get the codes. That's why, like I was saying, like if you get a man's codes to who he is, she can control him.
See, no, now you're getting deeper. And how do you get the codes, bro?
Yeah,
She
you
got to hit
taking
the
a
shot.
risk then.
She got to figure it out. She got like we can't give them to her. It's just like certain things that will make that man stop in his tracks. Ding, ding, ding. If she can control that, she can control that human. She can do it. She can do it, and we all know as men, if the girl do exactly what we want and look how we want, we are done.
No, no, that's what they don't get. That they can
We're
control
done.
us like that. Like,
We're
oh
done.
shit.
Hey, folks, look what am I lying? If she looks exactly like we like and acts how we like, we have no power over that girl.
No,
We
no,
can't argue
she
with her.
gonna get
We can't
whatever.
yell with her.
That's why
She's gonna
men be like
do
weak
what
for
she
their
do.
daughters in a way. Like,
What?
you know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga do
What?
anything for his daughter.
Boy, it's the same. She catches the. That's why we can't tell y'all what they are. You gotta break down the science because every nigga got a different setting. Every nigga got a different setting. If you put him on that right setting, he at your mercy for as long as you keep him blind. When the
But they
moment
gotta
you
pay
can,
attention to that though, Verb,
they
because
don't pay attention. If they pay attention, they
every
will
nigga got the
control us.
right setting. Some
Yeah,
females try to do the same thing for every nigga.
yeah, and
When
that don't
it's
work.
not
It don't work.
it's not gonna work like that because
That's true.
That's true.
some niggas don't like certain shit and some niggas like certain
Mm-hmm.
shit. You
Yep.
know what I'm
And
saying?
it depends on him. Depends on what type of man he is, of what he need. Because Bo might look at a girl and he might say, "She ain't really nothing I need." I might see her and say, "Hey, she got settings I need though. She don't. I don't need her to do this. I need her to do that." She might be capable for doing that. If she's, man, ladies here, listen, females, whatever y'all want to identify yourself is, that thing between your legs is designed for you to control a nigga. It is.
That shit powerful, bro.
You look the way he wants, acts the way he wants. He is done. He's done. But when you stop, you're done. It's a
One thing that I can say that I remember you saying, and it was true. If you have a vagina, there is no way that you should be broke.
ain't no way.
That is
Ain't no.
absolutely
it-
true.
it's well if you ain't got like if you a single girl walking around like not a girl who like taking care of shit a single girl because that the thing is you
A
have
nigga
the
will take care of you somewhere.
yes he will you got the
Somebody will
ability to
take
get
care
it
of you
I
somewhere.
mean, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But you gotta keep him like that. You gotta if you don't keep him like that, if he come up out that trance, you're gonna have to restart and put him back in the trance. If you can't put him back, hey, any nigga here that's up here, stop me if I'm lying. If you have him like that and you let him go out of that little tunnel, you gotta work right back hard to get him back in the tunnel. The moment you do not you let that man think for himself and turn his head, you're done again. Just what's gonna happen. It's not hard to control a man at all. We are easy as fuck. All you gotta do is listen, but most girls do not pay attention. They don't see. They don't pay attention to the man.
Does that
Ever.
cause resentment? Do you think that
Uh-uh.
causes resentment? Like,
It just
say
causes
he
side
does
bitches.
come out that trans and he's like, "Oh, well, I didn't want to be in a relationship anyway. I told you that from the get go." Do you think that causes resentment?
Now we would keep you and just go add another bitch. Like our loyalty to y'all is not like it's stronger when we love you. Like if you just tripping, he'll just be like, okay, I love her, but I'm just gonna go get me another girl though, too. I ain't gonna be like dealing with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's so that we ain't gonna just up a burn on y'all for that. You know, nah. Like because when we cheat on y'all, we treat our girls a little softer. We don't make them madder. You know, we don't do that because we feel kind of like bad. You know what I'm
With that
saying?
being
Because
said, do you feel like all men cheat? I know this is like switching
yeah,
the
for sure.
subject, but
Yeah, for sure.
you do? Do
I
you
feel
think it's
like at some
because? Go ahead.
I think the thing is, our bodies tell us to do it anyway. And if you got the man to where the point he's not cheating on you, you cannot fuck with him. You cannot trigger him.
Yeah,
You
no,
know.
I know a few niggas that don't cheat. Like,
But if
bro,
the girl now ask yourself this: if that girl start tripping with him, what happens to the nigga?
oh
He's gonna
yeah,
wild out.
no, but when they be pissing them off and
It's
shit,
to the
he
ceiling.
be
It
like,
is to the
he be
ceiling,
like, bro, it's this bitch at my job that wanna
man.
fuck, and he
I gotta get her. I gotta get her
like,
because I'm turning it off,
if my wife keep pissing
man.
me off, I'm gonna do
Man,
something.
I'm going to get that bitch,
But
and
he
that's it.
always come back to his senses. He be, I ain't gonna do nothing. No. I
Boy,
love her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you
But
can love the bro. But if she that means she fixed it quick though. She fixed
yeah,
that shit because man, if he decides that it's up, it ain't nothing y'all can do to bring him back down.
yeah, nah, that's true though. It's niggas that I know. I know a couple niggas like that don't cheat. I know a couple men. I ain't gonna keep saying niggas. I know a couple men that way, and they don't cheat on their girls. But if that bitch do one thing to that
Fuck with
nigga,
him. Fuck with
he
him,
will go get some neck on the
boy,
side.
and not give a damn about it at all because he giving you something that he's not giving a girl. Like it's hard for us to only fuck with one of y'all. So if he's giving you that, he's tying his hands behind his back and it hurts. You play with him, good night. Good
So
night.
is it the first mistake, or does it take like it takes a while for y'all to not, well, I guess any man to like build up to cheat? Like,
The
what
It's
first
about
when
the
he get
mistake,
fed up.
tolerance?
the first mistake opened our eyes.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
some
so
niggas, you got some niggas who don't get no. It just depend on who you. It really depend on who you dealing with, cause like I told you, like all men don't like the same shit. So some niggas, oh bitch, play with me once, I'm fuck you, bitch, I'ma show you. Some niggas if be like, all right, cool, I'm a man, Joe, don't do this again. You do it again. Niggas ain't gonna really say things. My granddaddy always told me, men don't say nothing three times. Twice is a lot, and three times is a never.
Man,
Like,
is it? Is it? Because they don't process when we saying something to you. Hey, I'm not repeating myself. I'm not repeating myself. If you catch lying and deception, I'm turned off. I'm turned off.
So should women be acceptable to men cheating, or just like be like expected?
Um,
can I ask you something real quick? And I don't know
Yeah,
about
go
that.
ahead.
Is sexual exclusivity the most important thing for you?
Sorry, I was trying to get it together. It is important to me. It is, especially if I feel like I'm doing
you ain't
everything
gonna get
within.
it.
Can you? If especially if I feel like I'm doing everything within a relationship, yes. Now, if I'm slacking, then it's like, I kind of had it coming to me. I can't really complain. But if I'm doing
So
everything
if
that
a
I
dude
can,
came to you
yes.
and was like, "Hey, I love you. It's all of that. Everything's good with the relationship. You sometimes I just want to. I might just want to fuck something else. You're not doing nothing wrong. I just want to fuck something else, but it's you never gonna find out. It's gonna always be respectful, but we can be together and all that. But I might need to step out a little bit. Would you do that? Everything you want financially taken care of, all that.
And I'm gonna treat you better after I do it.
I mean, for me, I wouldn't feel comfortable with that because I'm gonna always be in. First off, it's gonna turn into an insecurity on my end. But I'm gonna try to figure out ways like how can I please this man? What am I not doing that would
But that's what it's not. That's what it's not that you not doing nothing. Some it's just like just in some men, just like fuck it. I just gotta. He might be like, I might only cheat. I might only fuck something else twice a year, once every 6 months. I need to hit something else. It's just in his nature. He want to just conquer something else. It don't.
oh
You're not
well
doing nothing wrong.
we need to have an open
It's
relationship
not what you're
then.
not doing, is what you don't know how to do. That's all. And it's like we don't want to
No, it
sit
ain't
here.
always that.
No, but
But
let me, yo, Fo, let me go, man, because you got to be real with them. There's stuff that you don't know how to do, and it's not sexual. There might even be a certain kind of conversation that I have with another female that I don't let go. So me and I still might call this one girl and kick it with her, talk to her all the time, go over there, smoke, and we end up fucking or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But that's just what it is. It's just something that some women can't do, and we can't force y'all to do it. We can't force y'all. I had a girl I used to play video games with. That bitch beat me in 2K one time. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna be able to ever do that. So it's just like, why would I like playing video games with girls sometimes? It's like, I'm not gonna force my girl to do that shit because I like it. I'm just gonna go play with another bitch.
Okay, well I'm pretty well rounded. I'm into gaming, sports, all of that. I'm a well rounded
she
female.
say
So
she the trifecta on your ass.
I swear to God, nah, for real, not even joking. So it's like that wouldn't be the issue
The
with
last girl that said that to me, I had 79 with Steph Curry on her.
shit. No, but like honestly, it just wouldn't work. And respectfully, I would just let him go on and do
Yeah,
his
no, that's fine.
thing.
I think that's the best thing to do. And then you know what he might do because you walked away. He might, man, fuck it. I don't need these other bitches. I need to see why she won't stay. You feel me? So it's just different. It's a game, like Verb said. This shit a game. You never you and different players come with different moves. So you just never know. It depends on how important sexual exclusivity. Because a man, if you man up, if you know sexual exclusivity is so important to your girl, then nigga, you gonna have to just man up. All right, look, man, I don't want to lose her, so shit, I'm gonna just do this.
Yeah, but as soon as she piss you off, you know it's gonna hurt because it's gonna make you mad. It's
But
like,
like when I
come
tell my
on, we
homies,
know what this shit
like
is.
when it's shit like that, if she doing something like that, just leave the bitch. Like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna slide. I don't believe like people should cheat back. None of that. If you really want a motherfucker to respect you and all that, because the thing is, I get it. When a motherfucker want to cheat back, if you want to, you gonna turn a nigga all the way off. Like he's not gonna put up with that. Like you feel me?
Yeah, because it's not her nature to let different niggas bust nuts in her. It's not in her nature. It's in we do the nut shooting. We shooting the nut into her. If there is no harm, there is no foul to come back. We shoot nut into her. You letting different niggas shoot nut in you is a problem. Because if I go shoot nut in a girl, it don't affect like it's like that's not niggas nut piled up inside your pussy, climbing up in your walls. You gon' whatever y'all don't know the nigga that you let nut in you, you gonna become like him because it's DNA. So you got four niggas nutting in you, you're gonna
Yeah,
ask
and
for
she
rank.
a moody bitch if she fucking 4 niggas.
Yeah, she is gonna be moody. You fucking this type of nigga, you gonna start talking to him because his nut gonna make you act like that. The DNA he's shooting in you is operating your systems. It makes sense. You're gonna start talking like him. You're gonna start thinking like him. You're gonna start moving like him because that's what the DNA in your pussy is doing. Once he stops doing that, you're not in line with him no more. He don't like the sex is so important because he won't be in line. It's crazy.
While I do agree, I mean, I get the whole, men can go out and get a thousand women pregnant. A woman can only be pregnant one time, once at a time. I get that. But I'm a strong believer in like spirits. So you going into somebody that's entering like their like their cave or whatever you want to call it. Like that's bringing that's spirits as well. So it kind of goes both ways in a sense.
But what y'all
I for
spirit
sure
do when
get
y'all
it.
get pregnant?
I mean, I get that. Like I said, I
It's
totally
it
I
gotta stick with
understand
one
that.
person. Our spirits still move around, so it's like you guys can actually get stuck. Like Verb saying, once y'all are pregnant, y'all are with this person. Y'all supposed to be with this person. It's different for us. We could have 100 women pregnant in a week.
And those are 100
Like
different
seriously, we
spirits.
can. Yeah, but they don't cross though. They don't cross. If I go fuck 100 girls and put babies in them in the month of June, they don't cross each other. They don't. The nut don't cross. It goes into that kid and makes the creation.
It's growing a whole
If you
spirit
let a
inside of
hundred
you.
niggas fuck you, if you let 100 niggas fuck you from June 1st to June 30th, you're dead on July 1st. Your
And
pussy is
it's like
over with.
they, you can't wash that shit off. Like you can't wash.
No, you
You know,
can't.
I could go fuck 5 bitches in a day and wash my dick. Like I could wipe that off. You can't really
Yeah.
wipe that. That's just sitting in you, lingering. Just
Ugh, fuck. And then you think about, you don't even want you anymore. It's like, man, it's like once I know if I see a nigga fucking with you and he like a type of nigga and I know he nothing to you, man, I never look at you again as like, I never look at like, it's impossible for me to look at you like a human. Like, it's like, ugh, fuck, nah. Like, you was letting dude fuck you. What you talking about? And I know he was nutting all in you and this nigga kept fucking, man. Nah, man. Like we judge that. Unless she a hoe. If she a hoe, then she just a hoe. We know that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a girl trying to run some game like she a human, it's like, shorty, you was fucking with dude, right? He looked like this and he was fucking you? Man, that's too
For
risky.
one, I don't
Like I
believe in women being able to run game as far as being able to go fuck somebody else and it not be looked at in like a negative, like in a negative connotation. I feel like that's a no go because you're gonna be looked at as a hoe for one.
yeah.
And
But
go ahead.
now, yeah, no, I was agreeing with you because like now they just try to glorify being a hoe. They try to make being a hoe the cool thing now, and it's like I can fuck 5 bitches today, and they gonna be like, oh, you that nigga. If you fuck 5 niggas in 24 hours, you are reckless. You are a slut. Like it's just what you is. I don't care how cool you is. I don't care if you got diamonds on your neck. If Meg the Stallion in your next video, you a slaw. It's just how it's gonna be looked at.
yeah, it's tough. So in a nutshell, y'all, if you get a nigga to go for you, you might want to stay there.
But men love hoes, right? Y'all love hoes.
Yeah, for the reason we love hoes.
Yes.
That don't mean be a hoe. We love hoes for reasons, cause you can get rid of this bitch. That's why niggas love them, cause I can go do whatever I want to this bitch and leave her alone. You feel me? Like
She's actually
she's
fun.
fun. I can toss this bitch
She a fun
around
time.
Mm.
Okay.
and she can leave. We love a fun
Yeah,
time.
yeah, we like the fun girls. We don't. If the girl is fun, she's everything to us. If she ain't causing no headache and she fun and shit, she's everything to us. Soon as we start getting headaches from her, it's like fucking on her don't even
So
make sense.
like
Niggas is
that's
out here
just
having
what you.
babies by them though. Like
Them
I
niggas is
mean,
weak niggas.
like Drea,
This is
like
tough.
she's known to be out there, feel like her wholeness can be erased, which is crazy to me. But niggas is like having babies by these women, so it's not just a
Them
fun
is
time
young
anymore.
niggas. That's a young.
They're young, rich,
This
stupid
is
Yeah, young
niggas.
young,
dumb
rich,
niggas. I was about to
stupid
say
niggas. They don't.
they don't have no
That's
knowledge
why.
of
That's
self
why
or
ain't no
nothing.
grown niggas
Ain't no
kept them.
grown. Ain't
No
all the
Yeah,
NBA niggas that she was fucking in her age group is like whatever.
they
They
said
like
no.
what? You
They
fucking
laughing
that?
at them young niggas.
Now the young niggas but the young niggas probably been growing up watching her on TV. Oh, I can't wait. Ooh. As soon as he got a million, he went and found her. She done went through whatever number of men she went through. She done learned something a little bit. Now she like, oh, I got one. Now I gotta keep him. Let me show what I did because I messed up with these last 10 niggas. So I learned something. Now I'm gonna let this young nigga before he open his eyes and realize, you know what I'm saying? So she
Okay, here's a quote from Tyrese that's in. It says, "She saw marriage as a business. She got married to me for a few years, divorced, and took 50% of my lifetime savings. All her money and properties was not in her name. 50 Cent warned me. He told me that if you are someone that loves so deep, then this generation, he said, I'm sorry. So deep, then this generation is not for you. If you love so deep, this generation is not for you. But I didn't listen. When she asked for the divorce and took everything, 50 Cent still didn't leave me. He offered me a role in power. That's how I bounced back and started hustling again. Sadly, no one cares how you feel as a man. But I told myself that I'll not act tough. I had to cry. Men need to start speaking up too. The society needs to know that men cry and they get hurt. Yeah, that they don't process the theory that, hey, some a bitch do this type of shit that y'all do to your son, you gonna want to kill her. They don't even think like
oh
that.
yeah, no. I done asked some women before, like, hey, what you doing right now to me or to you feel me? Would you do this? How would you want your son to handle a female that's doing that to him? Would you
You
care?
can you ask a woman that?
Yeah. I
Nah,
done
for
been
real. Like, I'm a boy mom. Okay, I have two boys. I don't have any girls. My whole perspective of how men think and what I like, I feel like it should go in a relationship has changed since I had my boys. So, like, as far as the child support thing, I feel like if a man is taking care of his children, he should not be on child support. Like,
man, that shit like death row.
that's
I ain't got no
no ifs, ands, or
kids.